Hey guys, Saf here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. So as a follow-up to my video in which I kind of gave a breakdown of how to beat the Iron Fortress that is coming soon and what teams and champions that I would recommend using and how you would approach it, I thought it was a good idea to go through Awakening Systems 101 and actually give people a simplified explanation as to how all these currencies and systems are going to work in reality for you as a player. The way these reveal videos have come out is very confusing. I've seen a lot of people not understanding how it's all going to work. But actually, when you boil the system down to its fundamentals, it's actually quite straightforward, albeit we have a pretty significant problem. So without further ado, let's get started and take a look at the detail of the Awakening system. So if you've been living under a rock and you haven't seen any of the reveal videos or any of the reaction videos from any of the content creators and you have no idea what an Awakening system is, we have a new system coming to Raid, Awakenings and Blessings. You are going to get almost like another tier of Ascension, although these Awakenings aren't actually going to give you any sort of direct stat benefits. But each Awakening level from 1 to 6 is going to give you a bonus to the blessing that you pick as your champion, and those will give you bonuses and benefits to either specifically the blessing or the stats you get out of it. I'll probably go into detail on the blessings once we have all of the blessings actually released. We're getting them in dribs and drabs at the moment, and I personally feel the actual description of the blessing is not enough. We need the full what happens from level 1 to level 6 to determine how good blessings are. If something only increases it by 10%, it's not as good as if something increases it by 30% or 60% or vice versa. We don't know how bonus damage is going to work. We don't know all these details, so I'm not really comfortable doing a blessings video right now. But in terms of the Awakening system, people have been confused about how you get coins, how you get the currencies, and what it all means. So let's break it down. There are currencies upon currencies in this new system. We got a new place, the Altar of Souls, that are going to be appearing. Currencies here work in a very simple way. You're going to get 3 tiers of coins. You're going to get silver coins. You earn them through the Iron Twins Fortress by beating that boss. Then you're going to get gold coins. Gold coins can't be earned by any dungeon completion. You're only going to get them by summoning a certain amount of soul stones from the Altar of Souls to get your souls. I promise I'm not going to say souls as many times as the video. But that's where you get gold too. There are no other areas that I can see that you can earn gold apart from a one-time reward for completing specific stages, a bit like the legendary book you got at a Faction Wars. And finally then you get the tier 3 of the diamond coins, that I'm going to call them diamond. I don't really know if they're diamond, but they look like sort of diamondy red coins. You can only earn them by summoning tier 2 soul stones. We also get something called essences. Now essences are exclusively used to buy things from the essence market. There's going to be a market in the Altar of Souls in which you can buy specific champion, split or perfect souls. It's not like the life token store where it's just the same champion. It's going to rotate every sort of 12, 24 hours. You need these essences to buy those souls. You're going to be able to get silver essences, tier 1. You're going to earn them from the Iron Twins Fortress or exchanging them for your silver coins. I'm almost like 80% certain you're only going to want to exchange these at a very, very rare scenario. I think you're going to want to focus exclusively on getting these essences from the actual fortress, because I think the scarcity of silver coins is not worth the exchange. Silver essences, I think, are going to be used for anything from Awakening level 1 through 4 souls. So when you look at the market, you can get either a perfect soul, which will give you basically that Awakening level, or a split soul where you need the Awakening levels prior to that. So if it's a 4-star split soul, you need 3, 2 and 1-star Awakening before you can use it. The 1 to 4 is going to be the silver, and then if you want the 5 or 6-star, you're going to need to use gold essences, and they can only be earned through the Iron Twins Fortress or exchanging for gold coins in the market. So as I said, I would 100% think when we look at the actual numbers, I'll do a proper math assessment when we actually get all the final numbers. I think it's going to be better to fight for them rather than exchange for them. And finally, then we have these soul stones that we're talking about. Soul stones are basically shards, for a better word. The soul stones you will use to summon in the portal, the Altar of Souls, to basically pull out the specific champion souls that you want. We have Mortal Soul Stones, which are tier 1. You exchange those for silver coins. Immortal Soul Stones are tier 2, the next level up. You will exchange them for gold coins. Now keep in mind, gold coins can't be earned other than summoning the tier 1. So you can see why I'm using tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 to try and explain this to you in detail. Eternal Soulstones are tier 3, and they're exchanged for diamond coins, which obviously you can only earn from summoning Immortal Soulstones. So the best way to explain this, if you've ever played an MMO, or you've played any sort of game where it has like a raiding tier system, it's built in a similar model. Normally, when a new raid is released, all your clan or your guild would go and complete the tier 1, get all the gear from tier 1, which gives you the stats you need to beat tier 2, which then you can earn all the stuff from tier 2, which gives you the stats to beat tier 3. That's kind of like what they've done here. There is no direct way to earn Eternal Soulstones, gold coins, diamond coins, Immortal Soulstones. It's all driven from the silver coins. So silver coins go into gold coins, go into diamond coins. That's the way that the exchange goes. But it actually kind of goes silver coins into Mortal Soulstones, then using those to get your gold, use the gold coins to then get your Immortal Soulstones, use them then to get your diamond, and that's the tier it goes in. Immediately, you're probably thinking like I was, okay, so Eternal Soulstones are going to be difficult to get, and it is extremely hard. And if the numbers remain the same, we've got a problem. But in essence, you want the Eternal Soulstones because you will only get 5 to 6 star perfect souls. That's the good thing about summoning, you get perfect souls. So just to summarize what I just said there, you beat the Iron Twins, you get your tier 1 silver coins. You then take 1,000 of those coins and make a 1 tier 1 soulstone. 1,000 silver coins is 1 soulstone. You need to summon 10 tier 1 souls from your tier 1 soulstones to earn 200 gold coins. So you need to do that 5 times in order for you to get then enough gold coins to create your first tier 2 soulstone. Then you need to summon 10 of those to get yourself 200 diamond coins, and then you have to repeat that 5 times before you have enough diamond coins to get your 1 tier 3 soulstone. So that 1 tier 3 soulstone is going to take you all of that previous exchanging to get, because as I said, the only way that it seems to be for you to be able to get gold coins and diamond coins from the 3 videos that we've seen now in the system, there's not been any sort of other information released, is all through using silver coins to create tier 1 soulstones and then summoning. That's the basics of the system. You can almost forget all the other currencies and go, I just farm silver coins to make tier 1. So what does that mean in terms of math? Well, if the numbers remain the same and they don't change the bartering rates on 1,000 or anything like that, you're going to need 1,000 silver coins to make 1 tier 1 soulstone. Then you're going to need 50,000 silver coins in order for you to get the next one of those tier 2s. Keep in mind, you need a lot of tier 2s then. You need 50 tier 2 soulstones to get 1 tier 3. That's 2.5 million silver coins. We've kind of seen the odds in terms of the lower and the upper range in the video. Now, obviously, those numbers could change. But what I wanted to do was kind of go, okay, well, how long is it going to take us to get to tier 3 soulstone, to get 1 tier 3 soulstone? So what I did, I pulled out the lower and higher range. And one thing I want to note is that it looks like from the videos that the Void Tower on Sunday is going to have more coins available than the non-Void affinities. And the special rewards, almost like the one-time rewards, are double the benefit. So what that basically means is when you are doing the Sunday one, you want to prioritize and make sure you always get your stage 15 Sunday done more than any other day, because that will give you almost 50 to 60% more silver coins than any other day. I can see the logic. They've thought, well, there's only 1 day of Void versus 2 days of every other affinity, but actually it means that the key value is much higher on a Void day. So I've pulled out the lower and higher ranges, and I've also got the daily non-Void and the daily Void. So what I don't know the odds right now between the two. So all I can do is kind of think, what's the worst case scenario and the best case scenario based on the videos. I want to put a big kind of disclaimer here. None of this information I've pulled from the game code. I've only looked at the actual videos. I'd be much more comfortable doing it from game code, but actually, as we've had 3 videos, I feel like it's reasonable enough for me to assume that there's some consistency in these numbers, and we can do a little bit of a math assessment. But I do want to caveat to say this could easily change before it goes live, and there could easily be other systems to acquire the coins that we don't know about. They've talked about Hydra potentially. Maybe we'll get direct soulstones from other sources. Hopefully they won't sell the soulstones. That would be a bad solution, but we'll have to see what happens. Also, we don't know if there'll be a way to refill Those keys, are we going to get extra keys in quests or advanced missions? I don't know. So I'm going based on the fact that we know that there's going to be 6 keys here. So I've pulled these numbers out here just to give you a bit of an example of what we can see in terms of the numbers. If I zoom in, we can see these are kind of like the ranges that the video shows. We get a special reward of sort of silver coins here, and then we get some gold coins further down as well that benefits us. So the main range here is 155 to 175 silver coins per victory. There's also a usage of 120 energy per day if you're doing any of the stage 13 to 15, which most players will want to do because it's 20 energy per day. And there is a chance to get these essences, which is why I said I think you're probably going to want to farm the essences rather than exchange them, considering how rare these coins are going to be. In terms of the actual rates, let's have a look. So we know we're going to get sort of a one-time reward of 15,000 silver coins. That's going to be from completing specific stages of the encounters. We're going to get 2,500 gold coins, and they're also going to be kind and give us 25 T1 soul stones. That is actually quite a lot when you think that's 25,000 silver coins. It's more than the silver coins on its own. And if you look, that 25 is around about 1 month of farming the fortress. So these one-off soul stones are going to be very good, and hopefully they might give us like a free gift or a promo code or something when the system comes out as well to help boost us along. I'm going to exclude the one-time rewards because they are limited, and I'm going to exclude all of the other kind of potential benefits and gains and other things. I'm looking exclusively at, if I just farm the Iron Fortress, how long does it take? So let's have a look. 930 is the average lowest possible coin you can get from stage 15. I'm only on stage 15 here. The void one, obviously, I predicted what the void is going to be based on what the void was showing. It could be a bit higher or a bit lower, but it's around about 60% more. It's at 1,410. On average, if we're doing stage 15 6 keys every single week, we're going to get around about 6,990 silver coins, which works at around about 27,960 silver coins per month if we're doing stage 15 and we get the worst luck in the world and we do it every single day. Now the high range of that is 31,680 because we get a little bit more range there. So somewhere between 28,000 and 31,500 daily coins from stage 15. In terms of essences over here, we can see, now one thing I don't know is, are we going to roll it like Faction Wars, where you can either get the legendary and the epic, or can you get either the T1 or the Tier 2, or are you going to get both? That's what I'm not sure about. But if we were to get both, we'd be looking at somewhere between 28 essences. Again, I don't know whether you're going to get more essences on Void. It would suggest you would, but that wasn't in the video. I can't forecast it because you only get these essences on the really last tiers, on tier 13 and 15. That'll be roughly around about 196 essences a week, or 784 a month, to about 1,176. The tier 1, of course, is for 1 to 4 star, not 5 or 6. And then the final one here, we've got 21 day for the tier 2. So obviously you get less tier 2s. 21 to 35 is the range, and that will be around about 147 to 250 a week, or 588 to 980 a month. You can see the variance is bigger for the essences, so you can high roll or low roll. But this is why I think the essences are going to be better to acquire from the Twins Fortress, because it's very unlikely you're going to buy everything from the market. And when we look at the costs, I think they've been around about 100 or something of that nature. So I think in a week you might be able to buy 1 or 2 things from the market and get yourself the awakening levels. This even could potentially be a better way of getting the souls you need than actually summoning, if the exchange rate and your luck and the RNG in terms of what you get in the shop works out. I think the shop is only going to show you souls you can buy with champions you own. I don't think it's going to give you every champion under the sun. That's my understanding. It could change, but obviously I'm going on what the video suggested, the last one when we had the Awakenings preview. So those are the rates. Let's have a look now in terms of what that means in time. So we know that 1,000 coins is needed per soulstone. It doesn't really change what tier. You just need the matching coin for the matching tier. So gold coins is the tier 2. You need the tier 2 soulstone from that. That's how it will exchange. And then we know roughly the daily rates here. We've got all the different averages. So how much do we get per day? Well, on average, we're going to get enough silver coins to basically make 1 tier 1 soulstone a day, give or take, depending on how lucky you get. If you low roll every single time, you'll just be under. If you high roll, you'll just be over. If you're on a void day, obviously we're going to get more silver coins. So you'll probably be able to get a little bit more. That roughly works out around about 7 a week. 1 a day, and then around about 27.96 to 31.68 a month. So around about 28 to 31 days in a month, you're going to get 28 to 31 soul stones in a month. Keep in mind, we need to get 50 tier 1 soulstones to even just get one tier 2 soulstone, and then we need another 50 tier 2 soulstones to get one tier 3. So with that in mind, how long does it actually take to get a tier 3 eternal soulstone? Because we want those tier 3s. That's where we get 5 to 6 star epic or legendary perfect souls. That's the best odds. 6.58 years in the best scenario. Not in the worst. In the worst, it's about 7.4 years. In the best scenario right now, it's about 6.58 years. That's excluding the sort of one-time rewards that I've mentioned. That will bring your first one down a little bit. But if we were just farming regularly to get your next one after that, when you're waiting 6 years. Really? 6 years? I mean, I know this math could be off because we don't have the data, but that's frightening. How have we got to the 6.58 years? Well, we've already established on the best scenario, we're going to get about 31 soulstones a month, which means in order for us to get the 50 tier 1 soulstones we require to get 50 to get the 1 tier 2, it's going to be about a month and a half, give or take. But we also need another 50 tier 2 soulstones here, because the amount of soulstones we need to summon is you summon 10 and you get the bonus 200 gold coins. You need to repeat 10 summons 5 times to get that one, which means we need to do 50 tier 2 soulstone summons. Well, that's going to take us 78.91 months because we're going to need to do 51.58 months to get there. It's ridiculous in this current sense. Now, I'm hoping we're going to be getting free keys, and I'm hoping we're going to get further sources for silver coins. But I mean, we're back at clan XP levels. I mean, the only reason we solved clan XP is because we basically dumped 1,000 per player in personal rewards, and we did them every other week. If the personal rewards weren't there, clans would still be at level 12 and level 13 right now, because they're not getting that stimulus of points. And we're at this position again here where 6.58 years to get one tier 3 soulstone. We're not getting loads. One. I hope this is just temporary numbers, and as I said at the start of this, it's a disclaimer that I didn't really want to do this video yet, but now that we've had 3 videos and we've got a pretty good idea of all of the systems, all the way it works, it's fair for me to now sit here and go, well, yeah, I can do a little bit of basic math on the understanding that I know potentially it could be coming from Hydra, but if it's not coming from Hydra, we got a problem here. Like, this is going to take way too long. I understand the system, but maybe instead of it being 200 diamond coins, maybe we get 1,000 diamond coins. Maybe instead of it being 10 summons, it should be 5 summons. At least that halves the time. I know they want to try and elongate this system that you can't just awaken all your champions instantly and then the system is pointless to you. But 6.58 years? Really? Really, Plarium? No. Please don't. Make it less rare than that. You should be able to get at least one tier 2, a tier 3 Eternal Soulstone a month, I would say. At least. Because it's not a guaranteed 1, it's going to be a champion you use. 2, it's 6-star perfect soul. 3, that you're going to be able to do what you want with it. It's still quite RNG. 6.58 years? No. But anyway, guys, that is the way that systems work. I hope you get a better understanding now of the way that the Awakening currencies work together. Realistically, it's just silver coins you need to worry about, because everything else will just happen over time. You just want to farm the Iron Twins Fortress. Hopefully they look at this and kind of go, 6.58 years is probably not great. And I do want to do a shout out to some of the Reddit people who did some early math on this, that I initially said, you know, it's a bit early for us to do math, but maybe I was wrong then. Actually, it's a good time to do math because maybe this does need a bit more of attention from players so that Plarium can actually fix this before it goes live, which it feels like is not far away. Let me know in the comments below if this has answered some questions for you. If you have any other questions, please put them in there. I do check comments pretty regularly on our videos here. I will try to provide as much answers as I can. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe to our channel so that future videos will go straight into your feed. And I will catch you in the next video.